Good to see you.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the Road to 100, and here we are still completing the 100% run of Star 30, this will be the one and only time before the 100th star when we do another 100% run, so it'll be 100 stars at 100% when we finally finish our 100-star run, and we'll see what we can do in between, as I've got a lot of things planned, but we got to get through the 100% run here first. And what we'll be running will be the volley, or not volley, we will be running the Heimdall Halberd stun run here, as we have a bunch of regular mission or side missions here to finish up before we head into the City of the Falling Flame, and we will be running Io here with us, as she will help us maintain our health. And as you see, we do 9,000 on a backstab, which is really good. Okay, so now since this gate is open, we can go down and kill the revenants this way before we start the optional mission here. So we will definitely go ahead and do that. And we'll go for a couple of items here. Okay, and we'll go for a backstab, as this will do some pretty good damage here. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so now you can see that we need to go up there, but we can't go quite up to get to the optional mission, so we will have to move on this way. And here we will switch out the ice damage for fire damage. Now, what is that? Sacrificial Edge is a weapon damage increase, as it increases your damage by 800 additive on the card. But we're not going to be really interested in that until much later, as we will be able to do pretty good damage no matter what during each of these encounters. And this fella can just disappear. Okay, so we will go this way, and the nice thing about having Heimdall as a paired up here with Revenant's Ambition and the Bewitching Thorn is that it gives us access to quick mobility, while at the same time being able to do really good damage and recover our health and make everything operational no matter what we do. Okay, Richard. Remember him from the sleeping bag?
This place is all different too. The lost are just the icing on the cake. If I knew it was going to be like this, I doubt I would have come here looking for a place to live. Anyway, can you clear out that roadblock for me?
Sure, Richard. So this is a little bit different of a mission than going for a sleeping bag, as you'll notice here. It's just one of these fellas, and so we will give him a backstab. Now we will get 75% of our health back that we lost from his explosion there, so we will get almost all of our health back, so that's pretty good. And a couple of Usurper's Blades, and we'll be right back in business, back up to full health without using any regeneration, which is why this is pretty effective how to run Usurper's Blade paired up here in the way we are.
You're glad I didn't get lost again? Give me a break. The whole place is all rearranged, so what do you expect? When I was still human, it didn't snow here. There was a military facility.
Really?
It's all turned upside down, just like the place I used to live.
That's interesting.
Yo, how's the exploration going? I mean, I do have my little brothers, but I've got to look for a place to live. Oh, I just remembered. The hunter's been spotted a lot in places that have changed light. You never know when he'll strike, so it'd be safer not to stick around, okay?
Thanks, Richard. Okay, so let's go ahead and missile back, as there's no reason to stick around here for Richard. Now we have to head over to the Successor's Crypt, Nicola's Crypt, as we will be doing the Sophie quests, as these are kind of, very interesting quests to say the least, of run in, run out, talk to people, and get some information. But, it's part of the 100%, and so we gotta do it. But you definitely do learn a little bit more about each of everybody.
The Successor's Crypt here has a similar pattern to the one in the dried-up trenches.
That's right.
If the crypt's pattern matches, does that mean the Successor's ability is also the same? I'd like to do more research on the potential for cloning as a method of fighting the horrors. But I haven't found any trace of the Successor here.
See, and this is how you know that revenants can't move through the crypt lattice, as only successors can, because Sophie doesn't know
You really came all the way here
that
to visit
Nicola is
me?
right here.
There's a woman outside lately who looks around here while talking to herself. I wonder if she's hunting for treasure. I'd rather people not come around, but that's it. Maybe if I give her this, she'll be satisfied and go away. She'd probably freak out if she saw me moving. So could you give it to her for me?
So either Sophie's crazy, or she can't see through the lattice. So that's why I think that only successors can move through the lattice, and regular revenants cannot.
It's you again?
Hi, Sophie.
Did you find any traces of the cloning ability? The Successor's Crypt here has similar readings to the one in the trenches. The Successor there used their ability to create a clone, like some kind of guardian. There's a similar pattern here. So my theory is that this Successor also has the power to make clones. The Successor's powers are incredibly vast and dangerous. Even if I investigated all the Successors, there may be little I could do with such information. But if that knowledge leads to revenants and humans being saved from the horrors, I'll just have to continue my work as long as I can.
Okie dokie, Sophie. Alright, so now we've finished up the optional missions here, and we need to head back to... we got some tea from Mia there. Now we need to head back to the Accumulator Ruins and pick up the Arachnid Grotto, and then we can continue into the City of the Falling Flame. But we'll probably just do the Arachnid Grotto and the missions here, as there are several missions that you need to do throughout Vane in order to 100% everything and get all the codes, all the gifts, and all of the what are these the RV masteries that you pick up throughout Vane. As these are, strewn throughout different areas, and in order to pick them up,
There you are. Listen,
you need to do everything.
documents that you pierced to the very heart of the problem. They are being held by one of Cerberus's top revenants. They have to be very important. I'll get straight to the problem. The owner has joined the Lost and won't let them go. I have to see what's in those documents. Would you be willing to retrieve them?
Sure,
This is a
Gustav.
path that leads to the depths he wanders. I entrust it to you.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, so there we go. So if you don't do the Gustav missions up until this point, then you don't have access to the Arachnid Grotto, no matter what you do. He doesn't show up here unless you do the other missions first, which are the run around and get the citizen's opinion, the project report, or the project evaluation, and the damage report. And if you get those 3 items, then he shows up here after you beat Miguel, the Gilded Hunter. And so this is how you get access to this depths map, is by finishing Gustav's quest line. And it doesn't really do much for you other than the fact that you're able to do the Gilded Hunter over and over and over in a depths map. Now I wish instead of having duplicate Olivers and such that each of the 13 or 14 bosses in the game, that each one of the depths would have one of them, and there would have been 13 or 14 maps to kind of replay and struggle through each of the bosses again to kind of add to the craziness of fighting each of the bosses. Okay, so as we head our way through the Arachnid Grotto here,
let's make it another good day.
we go ahead and get Vigorous Zeal going so we can activate Cleansing Light and Offensive Order, as those two gifts are going to be critical for us. Okay, now running through here, we want to be doing ice damage or lightning damage, either one, so we'll go for ice.
They're trying to shoot us.
There we go. And since we have the Gilded Hunter there, or that black soldier down there, we will definitely be going for ice, and we'll go for some stun here, and we'll go for some ice, and we'll go for offensive order since Vigorous Zeal is active. Oops. There we go. And you can see that having access to pierce damage definitely ruins these guys' days very, very hard. And there's nothing here. And we'll continue on down this way.
Heading there now.
So you can see that we have really good defenses and everything based on just how we're running here. But it's also really, really good that we can do some good damage no matter what.
Be careful.
Okay, so since we have Pierce Ice, this guy just disappears, and he's no more. So that's very, very easy to poke him down in like 1 or 2 pokes there, and I don't know why they made that a depths boss, but it is. But he has one of the most beautiful arenas to fight in, with all the blue spikes coming up around the sides. It's one of the best places in the game to take screenshots, in my opinion. Okay, so let's head over here. Let's get some backstabs. Now we're in an area here where there's multiple shooters, so we will have to poke them down quickly. And Io took care of that one up there, which is very, very good. Okay, and let's go for ice. Alright, and let's poke this fella in the back here, and that should kill. Not quite. Okay, so there we go. We got the construction record now. So Gustav will be most agreeable to that. RV Mastery 108 here in the Arachnid Grotto. Okay. There we go, 1, 2, and, oh, okay, we'll poke this, and we'll pick up the key number 3.
Good care of that.
Well, there's nothing really to take care of it, it's simply just another key for us. So running Heimdall as a pokey boy, it definitely has its abilities here that we can go for to completely dominate each of the enemies. There we go. And Scout Vestige Part C. So these are kind of hidden throughout these areas in the depths, so if you want to 100% the game, you have to visit the depths areas in order to in order to actually get all of the benefits. Okay, so now this big chunky boy, we know that he's weak to lightning, so we will switch to lightning damage. Oop. Oh boy. Okay. And this is difficult simply because of the shooters. that are over there, but as you can see, if we get a backstab potential, it just ends immediately. So that's kind of just a mistake there, to get killed so many times by all the shooters and everything that are around us. But if your partner can pick you up, then you're not in for such a bad time. But it still is kind of goofy that that entire area is just lined up with shooters in all these areas. Oh, good grief. Okay, so regen inducer, that's good. Alright, now let's run up on this thing. There we go. Oh, we got a backstab, look at that. Now we have our lightning veil on, so we want to go for the ice veil, as this will allow us to take multiple damaging hits, but also we can kill the enemy very effectively, as we are going to be coming up on the invasion here. Okay, and you can see that when the enemy is stunned, we kind of overwhelm them quickly and easily, and it's kind of a really awful day for them. There we go. So we can ruin people very, very quickly with the stun halberd, simply because we have a ton of ability to put each of them down quickly. Okay, we'll go for the shooter then. EO should be fine up there. As you can see there, one backstab and they're dead. So it's very, very good, very, very effective. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the invasion up here. And we'll go for a couple of things here. There we go. And now we got lots and lots of people here, so let's go for a backstab. We need to go for backstabs whenever possible, simply because we can do exceptional damage, and we can one-shot all the enemies in here. Oops. There we go. Now we need to get cleansing light going. And as we have access to health regen there, we will use it when we can. But, whoops, as you can see, anytime we have inhibit available to us here, we're going to be in a bad way. So we're going to have to watch out for this. I can't see anything that's going on. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. I still can't really tell what's going on. And as you see, we haven't even used our gifts yet, because I can't see enough. I don't have enough time to actually get any kills in otherwise to get anything going. So we'll go for ice, and we'll go for stun. We'll go for vigorous zeal. Oh. Okay. Okay, here's this lady. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so as you're paired up with Pierce Ice, you can completely wreck multiple enemies all at once. So let's go ahead and heal up. And we're almost back to full. So pretty good there that we only had to use one heal. And if we were also going for, what is that? Oh my goodness, my brain is just not working. Usurper's Blade, then we could also do some pretty good damage by getting our health back as well. Okay. Now let's go for a backstab. And he's almost dead. Okay. There we go. And pretty easy fight. We'll go for a launch, even though she's dead in the air. So that was kind of fun to watch that happen. Okay, so just a bunch of dumb awakes in here, as there's no real benefit there to having any of those. Now we probably shouldn't have teleported back, since we're going to be fighting the Gilded Hunter now, and that just took away 20 Ichor that we had access to. But that's okay. We will go for what we're doing here. Okay, and we can go for everything from here running Usurper's, instead of Usurper's Blade, we'll get everything going from here. There we go. There we go. And now we will go for Sacrificial Edge first, and that will kind of put us on the clock here. And we can use Usurper's Blade to get some health back during the fight if we can actually do that. Okay, so we'll go for this and a Gift Accelerator. Now he should be fairly quick, but we'll have to see here. Oops. Okay. Oh my goodness. This guy.
This is it.
I do not have the dodges on point here. Let's go for some health. Oh, good grief. Okay, let's try this again. As you can see there, if we just poke him a couple of times, we have really good damage, and we'll go for Chariot Rush instead of Usurper's Blade, because that's just kind of we want to put him down quickly, and having access to all of these gifts, we should put him down basically in one gift. So we'll see here. Okay, this and this. Okay, and one more. There we go. And we will wait. There we go. Good. Good. And one more. We'll heal one. There we go. And he is, he can be fairly tough. Where's Chariot Rush? There we go. But the fact of the matter is because of his weakness set, he definitely takes extra damage to us in this way. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now I wish we could hit him with a Chariot Rush, but we can't. There we go. Oh, almost. Okay. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple fight if you just pair up for. We could have had him even faster with almost a speed kill there if we would have hit the Chariot Rush at the right time. And we got a bunch of items here for no real reason. 5 daggers. Ooh, very most excellent there. Okay, and so now that we did this, we can head back to Gustav here at the Accumulator Ruins, and we can finish up his quest here for him. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Okay, so you can see that as you have different ways to pair up for different attacks against the enemy, this definitely is a great way to go about ruining the enemy's day. And because of the fact that we can do so much damage in a very short amount of time, it kind of is.
Purpose and shelter, collection and redistribution of blood beads to civilians, and protection of humans. True, security and government are needed to ensure the survival of people who cannot live on their own. I can see that they are not exploiting people entirely, but I cannot forgive the favoritism on display. Criticism is only the first step. I will gather the undefended revenants to create a community watch. Once we have an organization to defend the weak, then our revolution can begin.
All right.
Simply opposing Silva's rule will not improve our lamentable condition. My true mission is to save all the people that he has turned his back on. I swear I will help create a fairer society. You are the herald of the dawn of a new era. You have my gratitude.
Hi-yo. Okay, so finishing Gustav gets you a pure blood, which is nice, but it's not really that important. Okay, so let's go for this and stun, as we have this fella here. And we'll just get a backstab on him for no real reason here. There we go. And he goes down very quickly and easily. Okay, now we will be heading into the City of the Falling Flame here, and we will probably call it here once we get up here to the missile, simply because of the fact that if we start this, we've got 100% it, and there's quite a few different switchbacks throughout the area here, and so this will give us time to for you guys as well to actually enjoy the City of the Falling Flame, rather than kind of missing it from the Arachnid Grotto there. But in the City of the Falling Flame, we will continue on here with the Heimdall stun with Io, because Io has her ability with Regenerator to help us get health back at an increased rate by 15% exactly, and when we're paired up with Cleansing Light and so on and so forth, we will be needing a lot of health back. Even though we have 68 fire resistance, it's still not enough to do any kind of significant reduction, as you see there, but if we go for Cleansing Light, we can get most of that health back every time we get damaged by fire. So we'll be paired up with this. Okay, and yeah, I guess we'll cut it here, and we'll see you in the next one.